Hello there, welcome to this video where we're going to be looking at Tradingview, which is the platform we use to analyze the markets and do all our charting. And you can also connect to brokers, maybe your broker, the broker that you're using, or a prop firm that you're using, allow you to connect Tradingview in order to execute your trade. So I want to preface you with this. This is going to be one of the longest video that you're going to watch, and I really encourage you to watch it all the way to the end because it's important for you to be very familiar with this tool, because you're going to spend most of your time using this tool. And I've got a lot of little things that I'm going to cover, and it's going to be well worth your time. Okay, so again, the trading platform we're using is it's called Tradingview. And if you want to sign up, there's a link in the description of this video that you can click to get a promo, and it's also my affiliate link. If you want to help out, that's fine. You can also go straight to their website and sign up for free, and there's plans that you can select from. Okay, and we're going to be looking into that as well. And if you like the colors, if you like all the tools and the way that I have charted or preset my template, you can have access to my template, and it's going to be available in our Discord community. All you have to do is just click the link there, make a copy, and I'll actually show towards the end of this video, show you how you can just import all my settings into yours, so you don't have to do that one by one, because it can take a little bit of time to do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that you're going to do is, let me go in here. Once you go to Tradingview, you're going to click Get Started. You're going to click Sign Up, and then you're going to select Email, sign up with your email. Then once you select this email, or you click select, it's going to ask you to verify your email. Okay, so you got to go to your email. You're gonna get an email like this. You click activate the account, then it's going to take you to here, so you can verify the name or username that you want to do or to choose. And you're going to click if you want to check these boxes, you can, and then go ahead and click next. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the continue with the accounts. So these are the plans that you're going to get access to, or that you can pick from. Right now you don't have to select any. I mean, you can actually, they offer there's a promotion that you can try for 30 days, and you can do that. The one that I have, and it's well worth it, I mean, it's what I need, is essential, because I don't use most of all these indicators out there, and you do get 2 charts per tab, and I'll explain to you what that means. But if you want to pick something else bigger, that's fine. If you want to just test it out for 30 days, you can pick any one of these. Like for instance, the premium, if you select the premium, you still can have access to all these different options for 30 days free, and then you can downgrade it to the essentials if you want. Okay, so once you do that, let's go ahead and click that, continue on this account. I'm probably logged in. Let's see, trading days, it's gonna ask for my credit card. Let's see if I can select it without let's see here, trading. Yeah, it's going to require me to get access, or to put in a credit card. Let me see if there's a way for me to access the charts. Products screen, often, yeah, there you go. I don't have to. All right, so that is just if you want to access or to try for 30 days. Okay, so this is the platform that you have. On the left, you have all the tools that you need. So under each tool, if you click right here, you have additional tools. For instance, the line. If you click here, you also have all these trend lines and so forth. And so you can, we're gonna go through some of these. Okay, so the way I start with, I want to clean up the chart, as you can see right here. Well, first off, if you click here, you have access to the different options to configure your app or your account. You can also download, there's an app on their website that you can download to your computer. So I like the dark mode, so I'm going to click dark. Okay, and then you also can navigate if you want to change the language, keyboard shortcuts, or get the app, the desktop app right here. Okay, we're going to just use the web version. So next to it right here is going to be for you to select what kind of asset you want to trade. For instance, if I was on the Forex market and I wanted to trade Euro USD, I type in Euro USD and I have these options. On the right hand side you have the brokers that you can choose from. In this case you have the Wanda, that's very well known. FXCM is one that I like to use as well, but any one of these is fine. 8cap, it's a good one. Pepperstone, all of these are good ones. On the Forex you might have a little difference from broker to broker in terms of the candle itself and the volume, but it's not going to be much. Okay, on the at the very top you have you can filter. So for instance, if we are going to just trade futures, I click futures here and I'm going to put NQ, which is the symbol that we use for the E-mini NASDAQ. And if you click right here, you can either select NQ1, which is the one that I like to use, which is continuous, or you can select the contract, by contract. This way, in this one right here, you can select the latest one, which is in March, but you have to remember to always come and change it to a different, or to the most current one. I just like to keep it simple, so I just select, you know, NQ is one that I like, so NQ, or that I trade, so I select NQ1 exclamation point, and this is the mini. Now if you want the micro, we put an M, and then you have the micro NASDAQ. We'll discuss that in additional videos. It's not for this one right now. I just want to navigate this tool and show you how to get the best out of it. Okay, so here is where you go, and let me go ahead and select the NQ, and all you have to do is just click, and then it switches. Okay, so you have the different options right here. So like how it shows the NASDAQ E-mini, all the description, the open of the candle, so you can see as you move your cursor, you have the price or the points right here. You can do that. The way you change these preferences, if you right click anywhere, you go to settings, and then now you can change everything. Okay, so symbol, starting with symbol in the body, for a bullish candle, which is green, I like to keep it white. The bearish one I like to keep black. Okay, the borders I like to keep black. Everything is black pretty much. And then I go to status. Like here's where you change the logo right there, the title. If you want to uncheck the pricing of the candles, you can do that, uncheck it, and it's going to disappear, just to keep it simple. And again, if you want my settings, just go to visit our Discord community, and it's going to be there completely free, and all you have to do is just click copy and move it. Okay, so to the canvas, let's go to the canvas in background right here. I want to keep it solid, and I like to keep like I believe it's the third one. Okay, grids, we don't use grids, so put none. And the crosshair, or crosshair is actually, I'll show you. Let's move it to white. It's right here, so you can see the dotted lines. I like to keep it like that, and a little bit darker like that, so I can see it better. Okay, text size, none of that. Oh, trading. Once we get to that, here's where if you want to switch the buttons right here, so to buy and sell right from Tradingview, if I uncheck, they disappear. If I want to put them back on, I put it here. If I want to see my executions, that's the other thing that I can activate. So anytime I place a trade, I can see an arrow where I started and where I exited. Okay, so you can play with these options, but basically here is where you would find all your options. Events, again, if you keep it checked, you can have it showing where there's going to be major news events, so you can keep track of that. Okay, so this is the symbol we discussed the settings, and then right at the top you have, right now it's called the daily. Okay, so the D is for daily. Daily means each candle is 1 day, it represents 1 day. If I click here and I click on the star, then now it's going to always leave it on the header right there. Okay, so let's say I want to select my 1 minute. I click here, the 5 minutes, the 15 minutes, the 1 hour, and the weekly. Okay, now if you go here, you have easy access. You have all the 1 minute, 5 minute, 15, and so forth. Okay, under the candle, you can switch what type of candle you want. If you want these weird candles, you can, or you can just leave it as is. Indicators, here's where you go to find all the indicators. If you want to put, like, let's say an SI, you have relative strength index. We don't use that. I use indicators, but it's a different indicator just to show me settings or sessions, and I'll cover that in a little bit. Okay, so you can see I have the New York session, the Asian session, or in the Sydney, okay, Australia, London, and so forth. And right here, if you click on the arrow down or up, it's going to show you the indicators that you have on the screen. So if you want to delete it, or you can just right click and remove indicators. So it's going to remove all the indicators. Or you could have gone just, if I go in here and type RSI, just so you can see, and I'm going to add it if I want to make it favorite. So now when I go to favorites, it's there. So this is the RSI, and I can just go and click the X. Okay, so this is it for indicators. Now once you have, let's say, a number of different indicators, so the RSI, let's put sessions back in here. Okay, let's say I have a template, then you can go in here and then you can save indicators template for main, for instance, and click save. Now if I click here again, it's going to show here, and if I click the star, it's going to show the very top as an M. Okay, that's an M right there. So if I click, let's say, remove indicators, now if I click M as a template, it's going to show, populate all the indicators for that particular template that I have. Again, remove indicators and so forth. All right, one thing too is, let me switch the color here, because the let's see, trading canvas, solid, watermark, text, lines, the pricing disappeared, so this color is not very good. Let's see, non-grid crosshair, navigation line, text, yeah, maybe this, yeah. So text and lines. Before you continue watching this video, I want to quickly let you know that now you have the opportunity to join our Discord community, where you can have access to our exclusive content to help you learn how to day trade profitably. Besides that, you will also find other ways to have multiple streams of income and become part of a community of people that, just like you, want to achieve success. Just click the link in the description of this video or visit levelxtrade.com to have instant access. Now back to your video. See if there you go. So the lines is here and the text is the numbers. Okay, so text and lines, and I adjusted so you can see a little bit better. And all these, if you go to settings, you can have template, save as, and you can have different types of or colors and so forth. Okay, let's go ahead and exit here. Finishing up the top part, if you want to set an alert, you can click here and then you can set an alert at a specific time and so forth. But let me show you an easier way I like to do. So as you can see, there's a plus. If you scroll to the edge of the pricing, if you click here, then you can add an alert, and this alert basically would be a line. If I double click, I can change it and I can put a note. Let's say price broke this area. Okay, so whenever price crosses this here, it's going to alert me that the price broke this area. Okay, or I like to use alerts especially for news 15 minutes before, so I know to either close my positions or not place a trade. Okay, replay on a free plan, you're probably not gonna, let's see, oh yeah, that lets you. So the replay mode, you can go back. Yeah, it's not gonna let you. But the replay is so you can backtest. You can click here, and as it allows you to go back depending on what type of plane you have. It's going to give you more information, more data, so you can just do some back testing. I use a different tool for that, but this can be pretty handy if you just want to do that on TradingView. Okay, at the very top, again, unnamed. Here you can have multiple templates. In this case, you can just click and then save or rename it. So I'm going to put in main right here, and then now I can have more. So if I want to change it for whatever reason, or if you import my template and then you have your own, you can just save that and then give it a different name. Okay, then you have the settings button right here. You can expand here. Click ask on your keyboard to go back to the regular screen. And then this is a cool tool. Let's say you want to share your annotations. You can click here and you can download an image. I like to just copy. I click copy, and then I can paste it here. Actually, see, Command Z or Command V or Control V on your keyboard, and then you can delete it. But you can basically post it anywhere, or you can actually just copy a link. So this is cool too. You can go to anywhere on the web with the link, and it gives you that screenshot. Okay, what else? It's in here: copy, open, and tweet. Okay, publish if you want to publish to the TradingView website, which is not our case. All right, to the left, let's discuss the tools. Okay, so we got some of the tools that I use the most is the trend line. So I'm going to start it, and as soon as I start it, it shows as a favorite bar right here. Okay, so if you want to get rid of the favorite bar, you just uncheck this star right here, and it's gone. So let's go and select some more. In this case, I have the trend line. What else is in here? Oh, I like the horizontal line. So you can see it adds there. I like the fib. What else it's in here? I can have the inbox. What else? Oh, the long position, short position, and highlighter, brush. I like the path one, rectangle. You can have arrow and some other ones. Text. You have the text tool, the call out, and so forth. But as you can see, you can have it here. I like to keep it at the bottom so it's easy access for me. Let's see what else. Okay, so the way I like to use also, I like the you have emojis here. This is a tool, so if you have it selected, if you go up, it's blue. If you go down, it's red, right? So basically what you're measuring is from the point you clicked all the way down, and it gives you in terms of points, because we are in NASDAQ or NQ, and that's 85 points. Okay, and then it also calculates how many bars: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 bars from where you started to where you finished, and then also the time frame, or how long this area is. So it's 1 hour and 45 minutes. Okay, right click, deselect the tool, and you can have zoom here. I don't use it much. One thing that I like to leave it on is this, right? I like to click the magnet tool and leave it on, and this is so it whenever I'm marking or using one of the tools, so for instance right here, you can see that it snaps to either the top of the wick or the body of the candle, so it's easier to mark that way. And on Mac, if I click on command, actually I don't like to leave it on. I click on command, so it gives me that option. So I leave it off, but I click on command, or I believe it is alt on a PC, and then it snaps to the top or the body of the candle, in this case right here. And then if I hold shift, for instance right now, I can just, it's hard to keep it straight, but if I hold shift, you see how it snaps and it makes it straight. That's That's one way to do it. So if I click shift right here, I can just draw on a straight line or a 45-degree angle, you see. And if I let go, then I have complete mobility. So all right, so that is the function of the magnet. But again, I only click the command button on my keyboard to keep it straight, or to snap actually. Here too, this is the one that I like to keep it on. So if I keep it clicked or checked, so let's say I select this trend line and I'm going to write something here. You see that it's still the trend line selected, so I can just go and go and go and write with that. If I click with the right button on my mouse, then you'll see that's going to deselect. So any tool that I have, because I have this the pencil selected, is going to allow me to write as much or draw as much as I want until I click with the right side of the mouse, and then it deselect the tool so I can do whatever. If I hold shift and I click with the left, let's see, hold shift, actually not shift, I'm on, yeah, if I hold command and I click and drag, it can select all these different types of drawings and delete it at once. Or let's say I'm going to just do this for now, and you want to get rid of all your drawings, you right click and then you do remove drawings. So if you click remove drawings, okay. And the other one is here too. You can hide, for instance, the indicators, hide indicators. So if I have the hide indicators right here, and this is checked, only I will only be able to see the drawings that I drew. Okay, so let me show you what I mean. I'm going to select the indicators right here, and let's say I want to hide them for a little bit. So I just click here, and then it hides all the indicators. But because I only am hiding the indicators, that's what's going to hide. I can have to hide it all, then my drawings, it's going to be hidden as well. But I like to keep hide indicators, and then I just click like that. Okay, so in this case I'm just going to delete remove drawings, remove indicators. Okay, to zoom, just on your mouse, zoom in. But a quick tip, if you, let's say you want to zoom into this area, you click command or alt on PC, and you see that it's going to expand or zoom into this area, okay, and zoom out in this area. So I want to keep it where you keep the mouse is where it's going to zoom in and out. Now let's say you're somewhere in here and you want to reset. There's a button right here. You can click here to reset, or you can double click on the ruler right here. If I double click, it's going to reset. But if I want to reset all the way to where the price is at the moment, I right click and reset chart view. So it's going to take me right here, and then I'll let me show you something. Reset. Okay, if I zoom in and out, you see that it's just still snappy, or it's locked in. So I have to kind of wiggle with the tool here, or and then now I have the ability to change anywhere I want it on the screen. Okay, so that's a quick tip that's good to implement. Now, how to configure each tool that you're going to be using. Okay, so if I want to configure let's say the line, and I want to change the color, I can right click on the line, and then I can go to settings, or I can double click on the line, and it is going to bring up the settings. So each tool has different types of settings. In this case, so let's say I want to change it to black. I'm going to switch to black here, and the line, you can see the thickness of the line is number 2. I want to keep it very thin, and there you have it. Okay, I can double click, and then again I can do save as, and I'm going to do, I like to keep it, let's say black, like that, and then I'll save, and I'm going to show you what I mean. So if I have the tool selected, I have a secondary little navigation bar that I can just go and switch to. I can change here real quick to, like, let's say yellow to 3 pixels. But let's say I want to change it to black to the one that I just saved. I can right click, and then under template, you see it shows up black right there. I can delete it if I want to, but in this case I want to select black, and boom, it switches back to the black and the thin line that I had initially saved as. Okay, so I've got that, and I like to do that for different reasons. As you can see here, we've got different tools, drawing tools that we use. For instance, on the Fibonacci, okay, I have a video talking about the Fibonacci levels that I like to use. So in this case, I can go to the settings right here, and if I want to keep my levels, I just uncheck all these levels. Let's see, let's uncheck all these levels, and then the color, let's keep it black for now. This level, I'm going to leave it red because it's the level that I like to enter. And if I want to add a different color that's not in here, I can click here, and then let's say I want this color right there. I'm going to add. Now it's showing up here, which is a custom color, and then I can save as let's say fib. Okay, saved, and now you can see it's always in there. But one thing that I forgot is to, I don't like to keep the numbers, the line, the background. So double click back in here. I don't like the background, as you can see. And then I don't like prices. I just want to see the levels, and I like to keep it on the, let's say, the right side. And let's put it in the middle. What else? The line right here, trend line. Got rid of the trend line. And then now I can go back in here again, and if I start typing, it brings up the old template that I have. So fib, save, yes. Now anytime I select that template, it's going to bring up this type of settings. Okay, so right click here. If I hold my command on Apple or Alt on PC, it's going to snap to the bottom of that wick. Okay, and then this here I can adjust it. So let's say, you know, if I want to draw that price is going to hit this level to go higher. Okay, this is a tool that I use a lot, and let me show you. Let's go put black, switch to 1 pixel, and then I can save template. I'm going to put main, so save like that. Okay, and so if I have this this tool, which is the path, once I click, it allows me to click again. If I click again, it's going to give me another path, another path, another path. Now if I double click, it's going to stop. Double click. Now right click is because I'm still using this tool. See, it's selected, so I'm going to right click. It's now not selected. Okay, so, and you can click here and adjust, drag however you want it. Okay, this tool is one of the tools that I use the most. And then you have the rectangle tool. So I click here, let's drag and double click to change the colors, basically the border. In this case, I don't want it, opacity I'm going to do to 0, so no borders. And background, let's put to white. Let's say that, and I'm going to increase. Okay, and I can save as POI, point of interest, and now it's there. So if I want to, let's say, mark here, I used the Alt button or Command on Mac to snap to the top of my wick, and then this one to the bottom, and this one I just drag and extend it. Now when the price comes to this area, I would use, you know, I'll be more attentive to make sure to place a trade. Okay, another tool that I like to use is the long or short position. So for short position, if I click here, you'll see what it does, and it's basically showing. Let me drag it here. It's a way for you to measure and also place a trade if you're connected to a broker, or you have or you're doing just the paper trading, which is the demo. Okay, so let's say I want to put it right here, and when the price gets to the POI, I want to enter the trade, and I'm going to measure to see what's the RR is for this trade. Okay, so risk to reward. So I'm risking this to make the green part. And as you can see, the stop, it gives me 16 points, which is this area. And then the reward, the target, it gives me 83. So 16, 83. Okay, and in the middle is you have the risk to reward ratio, which is 5.14. So I'm risking 1 to make a potential 5R. So it's a good risk to reward. Okay, if you, again, you can change the colors and everything else. Double click style, you can change the lines, you can change the, instead of red, you can put a different color. I just keep it like that. The price labels or compact mode is the only thing that I would mess with, but I like to see, you know, how many either pips if you're on Forex or points if you're on futures. Let's see, show stats. I don't know. I don't use that one. So anyways, oh, one thing too is visibility. For each tool you can actually adjust. So if you don't want to, these lines, let's say right here, this lines, or this one right here, we are in the 15-minute right now. Okay, so this is the 15-minute chart. If I don't want this line to show on the weekly, I can double click, go visibility, and then uncheck these here. And then now the only time frames that this line is going to show is all the way to the 15 minutes. And I'm going to show you an example. I'm going to uncheck the hours and I click OK. So we're in 15, but if I switch to 1, you'll see that this line is not going to be there anymore. Boom, it's gone. Okay, and back to 15. It's right there. So it's a cool little option. Okay, right click, remove all drawings. So let's talk about the last part right here, which is the right hand side. If you click here, you have access to your watch list, and these are all the different types of assets that you can choose from, and you can basically go and delete each individually, or you can just click here and create a new list. And I'm going to do that. Oh, it doesn't allow you to have more than one. So let's go ahead and just delete all of this so I can show you how it works. Okay, and this is, so let's say I want to add the NASDAQ. I'm going to do NQ, and it's the mini one. So if I just click, it adds. Okay, and then let's do the ES. Let's do YM, and let's do Euro USD. Okay, let's do Bitcoin BTC and DXY, which is the dollar. Okay, so these, let's say, are the ones that I want to trade, and I want to keep an eye. So if you want to hide this, you just can drag to the bottom. You have different options here. You can see the change percentages and so forth. You can just come in here, and then here is where you would change the last change percentage. I'd like to keep it as the minimum clutter possible. And if you want to divide in terms of, okay, these are the 3 ones are futures, this one is Forex, and this is crypto, you can come in here and then you can add a section, and now you have this section, and you can say futures, and I can move it to the top, and then do, let's say, add a session, and let's do Forex, and let's do one more session or section here, crypto. Okay, so you can click and drag. So if you want to put DXY under futures, you can just click and drag to there. So it's a little bit more organized, and you can collapse and hide them if you don't want to see it for now, or you can just, you know, just have it there. Here is going to be where you have your alarm set, and you can just basically research or just go over each and every one of them. You have a calendar, some other things that I don't necessarily use. I just like to keep it very simple. So like my watch list, the The assets that I like to keep an eye or trade, I just like to keep it here. So I go in here and just collapse it. Okay. One more thing, as you can see, there's a big square. You have access to more than one, and it's not going to let me show you. But basically, once you have a paid plan, you can watch 2 different assets at the same time. Okay. So if you click here, you can, depending on the type of plan that you have, you can just have multiple that you see at once, and then you can either make it all be one symbol, all be at the same time frame that you're in, and so forth. We're not going to cover this because it's a free account and I don't have a way to show you, although let me show you real quick. This is mine, and as you can see, if I right click, let me show you an example of this line. Okay, so if I double click on template, you have these different types of lines that I like to keep. So I like to keep, let me show you something real quick here. So if I'm using this line, okay, this is red, I want to do draw on liquidity. Okay, I have the thicker with the little I. Or if I want to mark, let's say the SICD or CISD, it shows like that. Or if I want to switch to, let's say previous, oh, let's say red, now I have red. Okay, so that's a way to do it. And if you like, again, visit our Discord community, and there's going to be a tab there that you can just click, and then there's going to be a copy button. You click the copy and you can save it to a template, like right here at the top, that you know, you have all these the colors, for instance right here, the rectangle tool, if I right click, you'll see that the different templates that I have, it's already pre-made for you. You don't have to change that and do that one by one. So it's a very handy way to get access if you like the setup and everything that I just created here. Okay, so I know it was a very extensive video. I hope, oh, one more thing, I just like at the very bottom here is where you would connect your here's where you would connect your accounts. Okay, so let's say I am on Tradingview, this is my account, and I have multiple accounts for challenges or evaluations, if you will, and then you have the account balance and so forth. You have orders, account summary, and so on. Now if I want to log out, yours is probably going to look like this, so you can scroll up like that and you connect to any trade broker that you have. But let's say you want to do a demo first, right? And you want to select to see or just practice placing trades. So you can let me get out of the way here. For instance, you can go on paper trading, which is the same as demo, and now you can go here. Well, this one is $50,000 to balance, right? But I can go in here. Let's see if I can change it, like on settings. I can go to settings and I can reset the account, and I can put it to whatever amount, $1 million, but in this case it's 100,000. So click reset. Now I have $100,000 paper trade that I can do to practice. Okay, so you can just go in here and collapse. Let's see, on replay tool, I can go back in here and I'm going to show you real quick. So let's say I want to place a sell. I want to place a sell. Let me show, oh, right here, sell. So I sold, and now you can see where I entered the trade, and then at the bottom you have the different controls. So as I continue to go, as you can see, it goes depending on the dollar amount that you used, how many contracts. You can put your stop loss, let's say above this high, take profit to this low. So right now I'm making $24, up to here 194, and I can just fast forward and let's see if it's going to hit. I just clicked without even analyzing, and boom. Okay, so from here to here is where I entered, and here's where I got out. So profit $214. It's a good day. All right, so this is it. Hopefully this was very helpful. Please leave a comment below this video if you have any questions on something that I didn't cover, and I'll do my best to respond to you, as well as cover any sort of little tricks. Now, when we do talk about futures, I'll show you how to connect to the evaluation or the company that you're using. We're going to probably do with at least a couple evaluation companies or prop firms, that you in how to place a trade using TradingView with the platform they use. Okay, so thank you very much, and I'll catch you on the next video.